Hello and welcome to the first video on my tutorial series on my nuke shot. So I made this shot and basically I want to share how I made it for free with everybody. So that's pretty much the primary of my inspiration, which I'll talk about first. Then I'll go into sort of like the background that helped me make this shot, and then we'll talk about the previs and then on to the next steps. So I wanted to make something cool and I want to share my knowledge because that's how I really learned CG, from people releasing free tutorials online at like 3D Total. Started on the Joan of Arc tutorial, and that was free, taught me a bunch, and then I came across Alan McKay's particle videos, and that really helped me out get started as an effects artist. And so this is sort of to give back and to continue that going forward. And so there's a couple other things. This shot like this, I get to do some stuff that I can't really do at work. Like I don't know how many elements are in here, but it's a lot. And at work, you have maybe 5 weeks to do a shot. You can't keep on piling on stuff. And so here I get to make something for myself so I could keep on adding and do whatever I want. And I get to frame the shot to make my life easily. Often in production, you get a shot, a weird camera angle, it's moving, it has the characters moving at a different speed, and it's really, really tough to get an effect looking good in some of those conditions. And so in this, I can basically center my stuff around 0, 0, give myself a nice camera, easy environment, no deforming characters, so it's fun and keeps my complications relatively low. So starting this project, there was a speech given at work by Vitaly Bulgarov. He took a 6-month sabbatical and he did these robots, 10 robots in 10 days. And what he did before that is he had these books that he read, and these he showed everybody these, and he recommended these books, and I read them and they're incredible, and I want everybody to read these things because they're so good, and they helped me get done my first personal project since I started working. I've always would start something and then I get distracted by a shiny new idea, and then I start that, and I was forever trapped in an endless cycle, and I could never get anything done. And so these are just fantastic tips on how to time organize, which is important because I'm doing this shot on top of my day job, and so I really don't have a lot of time in the evening. And so I have a limited amount of time, and this is a big project. So this took about, I think, about a year and 9 months, to do it. And some days I couldn't do anything, but in these books, they give you the tip of a non-zero day. And a non-zero day is you just do something. Like some days I was too fried. I come home, I change the color on something, I open it up, I look at it, and then I close it. But it got my brain thinking about the next day, of what to do, how to be more efficient. And super helpful. Super helpful. So I cannot recommend these books more than enough. So no excuses, good to great, eat that frog, no BS time management, power of habit, outliers, getting things done, and 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Awesome. Awesome, awesome books. And okay, so moving on, we can go over the previs. And the previs is super important, so because I wanted to block out my timing, I wanted to block out my shapes, and I wanted to block out my composition. This pretty much answered all my questions of what I wanted to do. And so for each thing, I basically made an element of each. And I think these grew. We're going to go into the production file that's pretty much evolved from this, and we're gonna go over each one of those nodes. Let's start at the beginning here. So what I wanted to do here, a big thing for me was the timing. I really like anime, and so what I wanted to do is I always wanted to have, like in design, this is an artistic choice too, a subdominant, a dominant shape, subdominant shape, and an accent shape. And so you can sort of see how I do that. I wanted to do that in my timing, and I wanted to do it in my shapes, and I wanted to do it in my composition. So overall, the effect, this should be my dominant shape. These mountains come down. My dominant shape is the nuke, subdominant, and then you could argue maybe this is the accent, or like the stars in the sky are the accent. And I wanted to do that within the effect too. So on the impact I have, or on the missile trail, I have a dominant, subdominant, and accent shape. On the impact I do the same. On the impact timing I do that again. So you can see it comes in, pop, and then pop, and then kaboom. So there's 3 beats to it. And in the full file you can see that I do this again. I put this dominant, subdominant, and accent timing, and in my shape composition. That is my art direction strategy. It's very I guess rudimentary. It's sort of like the fundamentals of design, but I'm not at a level where I can sort of like break those. So this is just like I make a checkbox of what I want to do, and I want to make sure that those timing examples, or proportion, that's the word I'm looking for. It's the proportions in my shapes and composition, and proportions in my timing. I want that dominant, subdominant, and accent. And so that's pretty important. So that's the main takeaway. The books and the non-zero day and the dominant, sub-D, and accent proportions in timing and in shape. And so you see how I have each one of these here. That recommends it's an element basically, so I know what I have to build. It's a representation of what I want to build. So you can see I have these notes up here, and this was pretty essential for getting this thing done. And so I put in notes. What I do actually is I have a post-it note, and actually we'll go over this in the next video, I think, because we're already at 8 minutes, and I want to keep this short so you don't get bored. All right, thank you very much. Thanks for watching, and I hope you look forward to the next one.